Hi guys, welcome to Multiverse. It would seem that the new messaging system has been added to this universe online, as you can see right now. So we could either do go now to go straight to the Justice League Dark map. We could just dismiss it, but let's take a quick look at the patch notes. I'm curious to see what they might be. So basically we got the game update 95. Oh, they've added the survival mode as well. So we have survival mode that's been added, and of course, as you saw, the new messaging system. And the survival mode seems to be 30 rounds. From what I understand, this year, instead of being an 8-player event, it's a 4-player event. So I guess we'll have to see how it works out. So I guess today we're going to probably make a video about that. So there's basically new materials or raw-based items. You can read the whole thing. And every round increase the amount of data chip you earn as a reward. Basically, the way that it's going to work, you play survival mode, you earn data chips, and we're going to go at there's supposed to be some survival vendors, so we'll go see that. So again, the requirement for players, combat rating, the minimum combat rating has to be 253. Recommended is 260. So it's going to be a bit challenging to be able to make groups, I suppose. Although since it's only 4 players as opposed to 8, I might make it a bit easier. There's a tutorial revamp, so I guess I'm going to have to make a new character to go through the tutorial revamp. We'll see that in just a bit. And there's the universal messaging system, which is the thing you saw just before. Basically, they've added those messages that will try to give you hints or help you out. We'll see. A few people had been sort of complaining when they first announced the messaging system, because they thought it was only to be able to trick people to go to the marketplace somehow. I guess we'll see how it works out. And that's the previous patch notes for the spring seasonal. We're not going to look at that right now. So let's dismiss that. So again, there's the springtime event. So you can see again the new messaging system. Again, we could go now to go straight to the springtime event, or we could dismiss it. Actually, we're going to try go now, because I think the survival mode vendors are not that far from that area, so let's give it a try. So I'm pretty sure, so as you can see, it brought us straight to our friend Swamp Thing. But let's try and find... So we have the style vendors. So here we have the survival mode vendors, and as you guys saw, we got a data cache chip. I'm not sure exactly what that's going to do. Let's go figure it out. Data chip cache. This cache contains a data chip used for purchasing survival mode rewards. So let's click on that. They gave us 10 data chip for free. They're so nice. So before we get too excited, let's see how much items are on the vendor. I wonder what that is. Just a decoration, I suppose. So let's start with our little friend here. So we have the survival mode vendor. And we have the Season 1 vendor. Let's take a look at the Season 1, and then we'll take a look at the... So, Shadow Snake Turret. No idea what that's supposed to be, and we can't look at it. So it's a trinket, sadly, that... let's see what it does. It calls a Shadow Snake Turret to fight alongside you for a short time. Okay. Also, Shadow Kennel. Green Crystal Turret, House of Green Crystal Kennel, so Henchman Device Shadow Werewolves. So I guess it's going to be a whole bunch of Shadow something. Uplink Device, Shadow Manbat, Green Crystal Kennel, Shadow Bat. Well, I guess that's it for... And you can see there's requirements. You have to defeat Survival Mode Level 5, defeat Survival Mode Level 10, Level 15, Level 20, 25. So you can see all the rewards that you can get from this vendor. If somehow these rewards aren't appealing to you, let's go take a look at the other vendor. So I think this vendor here will have survival modes from previous seasons. Aggressor Serum, so you can see it gives a Yule boost for half an hour in might and precision. A boost in defense. Chromatic Ember Material. Some of you guys have been asking how to get free material. I guess this would be one way, but it costs 300 data chip, so it's going to be a bit pricey. The same with holographic material. Let's take a look at the holographic aura. At least we can take a look at that one. Actually, I'm going to switch armory because we won't see anything. So let's try again. Not too bad, not too bad. You can see the material 300 data chip, the holographic aura 200 data chip, holographic eyes. They're pretty neat. Can barely see it though. Let's remove our cowl. So take 3, let's try again. So they're cool looking eye style. Companion hologram kennels, again, construct for your base, I suppose. I guess they fell in love with their idea of having dogs and cats and kennels. Seems they seem to have done a lot of those. Oh, that's a nice base item. So there's some nice looking base items. From what I understand, survival mode is supposed to last 1 month. So if you want to be able to purchase some of those items, you're gonna have to play survival mode as much as you can for that 1 month. I could have sworn we were supposed to get some items from the previous survival modes. Let's continue. Demon Skull. Okay, I think this was available in the past. Or was it a different skull? I think this was a Green Lantern base item. So yeah, okay. So if we can get some of the Green Lantern base items from the past, that would be nice. I seem to recall this in the broker eons ago. Oh yeah, this one definitely I remember. Oh, poor guy. Oh, this one I purchased a couple of times. I played the broker. Oh, that's where these came from. I was wondering. I played the broker way too much. I purchased a lot of those base items, but I had to spend a lot of good money for those. I didn't realize that's where the guillotine came from. Or that, for that matter. This one I purchased a few times. So if you guys have a Green Lantern character and you want to build yourself a nice Green Lantern base, it's one of the items you'll need. This one I spent a lot of millions for that one. Holy crap. I seem to recall this, although I never purchased it. This is a nice one. It's a little dark, so it's kind of hard to see it, but it's some sort of blade on a robotic arm. This I purchased quite a few, and I'm quite happy that we're going to be able to purchase even more. The same for that. That's a nice Green Lantern again style. Oh yeah, I have at least a couple of that one. Oh, that one, I don't think I've ever seen this one before. I have a couple of that one. So if you guys want some Green Lantern base items or apocalyptic base items, this one I have quite a few, but I could always use more. And it's only 7 data chip, not that expensive. The Owen Gateway. Oh, I love this one. I'm gonna have to purchase at least a couple of this one. I have a few of this one. We can't rotate it to show the top. Basically on top you have a Superman style emblem. Oh, and this is the Green Lantern battery. Holy crap. I did purchase that one for way too much. And I purchased it for one of my league halls and for at least two of my bases. So I'm going to be able to purchase one more. That could be nice. If you want to make a Kryptonian kind of base, that's going to help you. Oh, the Fortress Door replica. I purchased a few of this base items. If you guys saw some of my previous videos, you probably saw it in the past. But I was sad that I couldn't purchase anymore. I guess now we can. Another monitor that's pretty cool from Apocalypse. I don't recall this one. This one I saw a few. The seal, I think I have one or two of it. I have quite a few of those terminals. This one I love. That one was way too expensive. Oh, I think we're getting close to the end. Or actually, we are at the end. So you could see these are all the base items that seems to be available in this little vendor right now. A lot of those, I made videos in the past about a whole bunch of those base items, but I'll probably try to make one more video when I get a chance. So I assume the survival mode vendor will come back pretty much every time there's a survival mode, and I assume the season 1 vendor will only include, or eventually it'll be season 2 vendor, season 3. So here I will be able to show you what some of the Green Lantern items look like. Sometimes when you look at items in the vendors, not quite the same as when you see it in your actual base. So you can see the OWA porthole, what it looks like. And you can see the different screens. So I was a bit sad. I thought I wouldn't be able to get more, but I guess now we can. Here is the Green Lantern battery. The big one that doesn't come from the survival vendor. But this small battery, a lot of people were a bit sad when it wasn't available anymore on the broker. So now we're going to be able to purchase it thanks to the new survival mode season. So the sort of console here. So I guess I had purchased a few, but I was missing quite a few of those Green Lantern base items. And here's some of the Kryptonian console. I forget our Sunstone console. So you can see there's a nice Superman emblem on top of it. But you can only see it from a high angle. Here's some of those, again, other consoles. And there's the Superman Fortress doorway. Doesn't really work as a door, obviously, but it's a really nice base item with a nice Superman emblem on it. So if you want some Superman themed decorations for your Superman base, now you have them. So here you can see one of the seals. I think this was it. I have another one. Oh, no, that's the same over there. So it's a pretty big base item. And here we're going to go into my Apocalypse wing. So you can see a whole bunch of those lights I showed you before. And some monitors. Some more lights. The cannons don't come from survival mode. Forget where they come from. But you can see the consoles that we had on the survival mode vendor. Obviously I have a few of them. The screens. Again, some more of the screens. I love the one with Dark Side, even though it's It's a secret. You're not supposed to know it's him. The happiness home one. I'm not sure if I have all of them. I could be. Oh, there's the other one. So if you want to have an apocalypse-inspired base, yeah, you're gonna have a lot of base items that you're gonna be able to use as an option. And there's this. This is some sort of a torture device, I think, which looks kind of neat. Although for that one, I have to admit, didn't feel the need to have more than one. So again, as you can see, whenever you pretty much log into the game, you should see some of those messages.
Hey,
so let's dismiss it. Oh, let's dismiss this one too. So I assume those messages will announce the latest DLCs or any event that may be ongoing. But it'll probably announce other stuff as well. So you can see some of those nice consoles and monitors in the base as opposed to a league hall. Way too many millions were spent purchasing those items. So if you're wondering how come I can play the broker very easily nowadays, I had so much practice that it's pretty much second nature by now. And I guarantee you guys, the more you use the broker, the easier it will be for you as well. So for all of you always asking how can you make money in this universe online, play the broker. And the more you play the broker, the easier it becomes to play the broker. The more you know the prices of the items, so the more you can make a bit more money as you play the game. So again, the instant messaging, the springtime one, and that should be all of it for now. So again, here I wanted to show you some of the Green Lantern base items from within the base, as opposed to the big league hall. Although nowadays with this big room, some bases can get pretty big. Again, the awesome Green Lantern lantern. Every good Green Lantern should have one. And the same with the consoles or the monitors. So it will give me the chance to get even more Green Lantern base items for my little base here. And let's take a look at one more character. And again, the messaging, of course. So let's dismiss. Let's dismiss. Although they did a good job with the artwork for those messaging systems. So you can see it's a pretty cool looking base item, even if it's a door that doesn't really lead anywhere, but what can you do? I guess you could put it where your teleporter is. Nah, it wouldn't work. Try to come up with something to do with that door, either create some sort of wall or maybe tweak it with the teleporter. We'll have to wait and see. So you can see the little console here again with the Superman emblem. Could have sworn I had more items. Oh, there's a little. So they're fairly neat looking. And every item I showed you, I purchased from the broker. Sad, but sadly that's how it was. So let's go back to our multiverse character. And they chose some neat artwork. So I can already hear you guys ask, what is survival mode? Let's figure it out. So it should be, there we go. So if you go into the on duty menu, you can see at the very bottom there's this little thing called Survival Titans Training. Let's click on it. So again, it's a 4-player mission, required combat rating 253, but the suggested combat rating is 260, and the suggested dominance is 10,207. Well, I'll take a look at that in just a second. The Teen Titans are looking for the best of the best of the best to run their new advanced holographic technology through its bases. So do you have what it takes to reach level 30? You're sure to meet your match, go up and test yourself. against the ever-increasing difficulty. So roughly, as you saw, there's 30 rounds of survival mode. Depending on which round you go through, you should be able to purchase different rewards. And for the suggested dominance, let's take a look at that. Right now my character has a 10,542 dominance. So that would be more than enough to be able to play the survival mode. So at 10,207, we're good. We have all the dominance we need to play survival mode. Often people will wonder why, if we look at the skill points of my character, let's take a quick look. There might be a few I didn't assign. Actually, there are. So very often people will ask me, how come as a controller I don't purchase dominance for my character? I only purchase vitalization, and now I've started purchasing might and power. It's very simple. You don't need to purchase dominance as a controller. As a tank, I'm not sure, I would have to check, but roughly you have, just with your gear, if you look at the gear, the dominance that your gear gives you, just with your gear, you should have more than enough dominance to be able to play any content in the game. And also nowadays we even have artifacts that can give you dominance if you want to. There's also mods that you can put in your generator that will give you dominance. So, but roughly at the base, just with your gear, you should have all the dominance you need. And you can see right now, I don't even have the elite Son of Belial gear, and I barely have half of it. Half of my gear is still combat rating 233, as opposed to 235, which is the gear that you can purchase on the vendor. And again, that is the regular version of the gear. I don't even have any elite gear, and already I have all the dominance I need. And I even have some items like level 231. So when you see people going crazy, if you're a controller and you don't purchase dominance, you don't need to. Your gear alone should give you all the dominance you need. Maybe someday that will change, but right now there's little reason for a controller to purchase dominance. Yes, dominance will increase the strength of your shield, but I guarantee you, at 10,500 dominance, your shield will be plenty strong. I can guarantee you that. Now let's switch to an evil villain, just because. So the Hall of Doom, it should be the same vendors. So let's take a look. So again, you can see Aggressor Serum, the materials. So you have the same green cat, the green dog, and the other vendor over here. So it's pretty much all the same thing. And sadly, as you can see with my character, since I'm combat rating 175, I cannot play survival mode, sadly. You can see I'm locked out of survival mode. So in order to be able to play survival mode, I would have to increase the strength of my character, or the combat rating of my character. It probably won't happen this time. And it would seem there is a new booster bundle also that's been added to the game. So as you can see, booster bundle are a bit expensive. It's basically $10 for a booster bundle. Let's see if there's a description on what we can get this time. Come on, come on. So available for a limited time if you want to break the mold, you put your trust in Booster Gold Bundle. This pack features a reward box that gives you a chance to get a rare metallic chroma reward box. And one of the following, aura, gleaming orange aura, gleaming blue aura, or yellow, white, purple, orange, or green Tesla aura. Also, you get 150 replay badges, some nth metal detector, 1 vault ticket, a proto repair bot, some radar and an answer, and a flawless nth metal worth 1000 artifact XP. If I decide to be crazy enough to open a booster bundle or two, I'll try to show it to you guys so that you can know what to expect. But basically, the metallic chroma reward box should offer choices between the various items. There's a blue metallic chroma reward box. There's a green box. There's an orange box, a purple box, a red box, or a yellow box. And from those boxes, we're going to be able to choose 3 blue variant, 3 green variants, 3 basically of each color. So if you want to have them all, if you're crazy like me and try to be a completist, it'll be either expensive or you will have to play the broker quite a lot. And also, so you could get one of the Chroma Box rewards, or you could get, again, gleaming orange aura, gleaming blue aura, yellow Tesla aura, white Tesla aura, purple Tesla aura, orange Tesla aura, or green Tesla aura. So the booster bundle will be available for a limited time only. It starts May 29th, 2019, and it should be available all the way through June 23rd, 2019. But again, just to be safe, I will make a video just about the booster bundle, so we'll take a look at that in better detail. So again, guys, today we got game update 95. Survival mode starts today. We got a new booster bundle today. I said the date for the booster bundle, but for survival mode, but from what I understand, from what MEPS told us, survival mode should last for 1 month. So it should last until at least June 29th, 2019. So that is going to be it for now, guys. If you have any questions, feel free to ask so in the comment section down below, and I'll see what I can do about answering your questions. So as always, guys, thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.